Hi there. This is one pose to work on core and back strengthening, which I happen to see done incorrectly a lot of the time. So before we go into the pose, all you need is a yoga mat. So you might have heard about this pose before, is bird dog, and it's a great way to work on your core stability, your back, strengthening your back, your glutes, and your balance, your stability. However, you have to have the mind and body working together because it's very easy for the back just to go crazy and do everything, but not in a productive way. So we're gonna work on that right now. Hi, I'm Janelle DeRoss, and I am here to help you with mobility, flexibility, and strength so you can do all the things that you love and more right now into long term. So we're going to come into quadruped and first take care of our wrists since we'll be on them. Spreading the fingers and start to circle the torso and keep pushing your shoulders up so you're not arching your lower back. Circling around and just really getting into all parts of the wrist, really opening them up since we will be weight bearing. And reverse the circles. Keep spreading the fingers wide apart. Okay, and now you're just going to start to turn the fingers out, going side to side. And you can turn them in all different directions. Be creative, but just create some movement, some range, getting into the wrist joint, preparing to be in flexion. Keeping the arms straight. Okay, now come back to center. First, we're just going to take care of the spine a little bit. Curl the toes. Inhale, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, round, release the toenails. Curl the toes, lift your chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And one more. Curl the toes, lift your chest, look up. Exhale, round, and shift forward. Get into that wrist joint. Okay, and now shift back on your heels. Sit on your heels for a moment and just shake out your wrists. Now, when we go into bird dog, I really want you to think everything is working together like you would in plank pose. So you're staying with your breath, you're working you can keep shaking out your wrists, you're working your arms and your legs and your core, it's balancing, but I wanna make sure you're not overarching your back. So you wanna think a strong back, and the core is front, sides, back. You're working your core as a stabilizer. Come back to quadruped. Spread the fingers and stretch the left leg long. Keep the hip closed. So you wanna make sure the hip doesn't open. And then bring the belly button toward the spine a little bit so it's more flat. So you don't want this action because it's very easy to do this. You're trying to lift your leg and you're just dumping into the lower back. And it doesn't feel good either. So from here, think about the core engaged, straight arm, close the hip, plantar flex the foot, slide the arm forward and lift the leg. Keep the hip closed and you can check your belly, adding some balance challenge. Make sure that you're not arching your lower back. You're squeezing that glute. And then from here you can hold, back of the neck long, no dropping the head. And you want your nose facing the floor so your spine is in line with each other. Okay, now from this position, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, expand. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, expand. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, expand. And now hold. Make sure you're structurally strong. Try not to arch that lower back. Squeeze that glute on the left. Work that whole leg, that foot. Keep the bicep next to the ear. and lower down. Let's switch to the other side. Right leg back, close the hip, check in, belly button toward the spine. Spread the fingers, straight arms, slide the arm forward and lift the leg, squeeze the leg, straight leg, hold the position, breathe, hold, keep the leg and the arm reaching out from you. Exhale, elbow to knee, inhale, expand. Exhale, elbow to knee, inhale, exhale, elbow to knee, inhale, exhale, elbow to knee, inhale and hold. Again, check your position, strong leg, straight leg, keep the arm lifted. And slowly lower down. Come up and shake out the wrists. Okay, so as you're shaking out the wrist, check in with yourself. Did this pose feel more productive? Did it feel any better to you? Did it feel like you were engaging appropriately and properly to do the position? And did it feel better than you have done in the past? Now, if not completely, keep practicing. Keep working on it and trying and seeing how you progress. It's never just one and done. You really want to work on the practice. Now we're just going to stretch the wrists, bring the back of the palms together, elbows toward the floor, keep your chest tall. You don't want to engage the upper traps. Spread the fingers, and you're just drawing the elbows down to stretch the dorsal side. Go for one more breath. And you can do the stretch as often as you need. It's something that I always go to just every time I'm weight bearing on my wrists. Okay, shake it out. All right, so there you have it. It was just one pose to work on core stability, strengthening the back, engaging the glute, and working of the limbs in opposite directions. Play with it as much as you need. This is always here for you, this training, and see how it evolves. Check in with your practice. I am Janelle DeRoss, and I am here to help you with mobility, flexibility, and strength so that you can do all the things that you love right now and more into long-term in life. Don't forget to comment, give it a like, a share. I would so be grateful. And I am here every Thursday with a new training, some new content, just to help you work on your body and what is important to you, whether you've got an injury, you've got some pain, or you're working on a specific mode, trying to get better in your practice, in your fitness. All right, now lastly, if you want to go deeper in your practice, in your fitness, in your abilities, and you're not sure where to go, comment with the number 1, and I will reach out to you if you are interested in working one-on-one together. We can meet over Zoom and discuss further, see if we're the right fit, and we can go on from there. So just comment the number 1 in the comments below, and we can connect. All right, that's it for today, and I will see you next week.